So in life, there's phases that you go through, and it's not really tied to your age. And by the way, this spiral dynamics, it's been heavily criticized. Look, this is not a super scientific measurement. This is just a mental model for processing the phases that I believe people really go through that I've observed in my own life, okay? And I'm convinced that this is basically a pretty good model, okay? So you start out, and by the way, you might want to check out Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because at the very bottom you have instinctive, which is food, water, procreation, warmth, protection, and staying alive. So that's the infantile maturity stage. And in many ways, yes, people are NPCs and they stay more or less in this phase forever. I want to point something out. You could be in red, and then you could have a green moment. This is not a perfect science. Okay, this is just a mental model. I want to make that clear. But anyways, that's the infantile stage. You're worried about your basic level of needs. So at the purple stage, you're a bit more animalistic. There's like rituals, taboos, superstitions, and stuff like that. This is like childhood, kind of. Okay, this is when you have a very childlike state of being. All right, this is like the toddler phase. It's not the infantile stage, it's the toddler stage. But some people stay in that stage for a long time as well. Now, red is interesting. Red, that's your gang member. That's 100%. That's your gangster. That's your gang member. That's the teenager that wants to be in a gang. Okay, he wants to belong to something, and he wants power. He wants bling, and he wants power, and he wants money, power, respect. That's what he wants. And this is your gang member. This could be your young militia guy, but he's joining the militia because he wants power and he wants people to fear him. And so that's red, okay? A lot of people in their early 20s are in red. They probably should be moving more toward blue, but they're in red. Again, this isn't really based on age. You could be 50 years old and be on any one of these. Blue is when you start. Basically, blue is the religious fundamentalist in the room. Blue is when you're at like, hey, this is the way we do things. This is how things are done. And when people step outside of that, they're heretics. And there's nothing more to it. It's just, this is how we do. This is the religious zealot. And it doesn't have to be religious either. It could be. It's just, I was blue for a long time. Okay, that was my Republic of Florida years. That was blue. And it was just, this is the way we do things. This is our traditions. And in many ways, of course, I'm still blue. That will always be a part of me. But that was very much, we have a way we do things. These people over here are heretics. That was me most of my 20s. Okay? Now, my older 20s, these past couple years, I was an orange. Orange is the businessman. He's a good communicator. All right, that's the positive aspect. He's a good communicator. The negative aspect is he's a bit. All of these have positive and negative aspects. He's a good communicator. He's good at selling things. The negative could be you could say he's a little Machiavellian, and he's more worried about himself. And actual growth, like making money, stuff like that. That was the phase I was in when I first got out of prison, okay? I wanted to reestablish myself, and I wanted to, basically, art of the deal kind of. I know it sounds cheesy because, we know who Orange Man wrote that book, huh? Anyways, the businessman, Orange Man, yeah. So materialistic, consumerism, success, image, status, achievement. And I was that's where I was when I first got out of prison. I wanted to make my mark in the world because I feel like I wasted a lot of time in prison. And I saw things as less black and white than when I was a blue. So that's been my life these past 2 years, really, is I've been more achievement oriented. But now that I have, 11,000, almost 12,000 subscribers, we're in green now. We're starting. I'm transitioning from orange to green, and because What's happening is I have so many young men contacting me in emails and direct messages and stuff like that. And there's so many people that want my guidance and want my help, but I never thought I'd be in this position, you know? I never thought that I'd be, but it's been more about other people and taking care of, it's not just all about me anymore. It's more about taking care of other people and caring about other human beings. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to giving a crap about other people. Not really. I'm not on a broad sense. I'm used to caring about the immediate people around me, but the idea of me being a super good member of the community, I was a good member of the community in the militia. I did things during Hurricane Irma and I picked up trash and stuff, but honestly, it was more performative to make the organization look good. That's more what it was. I wanted the organization to look good. That's why I did good things. Okay? It wasn't about genuinely really helping people. It was about, let's make the organization look good. Let me bring power and glory to my own people and my own immediate tribe by helping others, and let me show the way to other people. This is the way we do things. Everybody else is a heretic. And it was very rigid, okay? And again, there's part of me still like that, okay? Part of me will always be, because I do believe in traditional values and stuff like that. I 100% do. It's just I've also realized more practical realities, and that's when I started getting orange. Like let's make a deal. Let's do some business. Let's be practical. Let's focus on the here and now and what we can achieve. And that was my orange phase. But now I'm in green, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been weird feeling these levels of, because I've never felt empathy. Not really. I was taught that empathy was a weakness. I don't know what it's like. And empathy is exploited. These reds down here, the people in the red phase, they will exploit the crap out of somebody in the green phase. That is true. That is true. Empathy is definitely a weakness. And the people in the green phase are typically, hippie types. Typically. Not always, because I'm definitely not a hippie, But the next phase is, yellow, and just understanding that basically all these systems have a time and place, and that's kind of the final. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. There's a time for tribalism. There's a time for unity. There's basically all of these things. There's a universal cosmic order, and that there's actually a time for all of these things, and that basically all of these things is the universal cosmic pillar, and it is a rainbow. I know that's been hijacked by a certain community, but historically the rainbow didn't mean that until like the last 50 years. The rainbow didn't used to mean that. The rainbow in paganism represents the cosmic pillar, the universal cosmic order. Heimdall came down and taught humanity things and stuff like that. All the religions have these themes. And so this is real esoteric wisdom I'm giving you guys about, it's called spiral dynamics if you guys want to study it. But I don't want you guys interpreting it literally because, yeah, I'm green, but I could have a purple moment. If I'm starving to death for the last 3 days, I'm going to have a beige moment because, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Another thing you should check out. And I'll go over Maslow's hierarchy of needs in another video, but this is the real phases you're going to go through in life. Hopefully, if you if you go through life, if you go through life in a meaningful way and you're really trying to spiritually develop yourself, these are the phases you're going to go through. And so I'm just trying to educate you guys because I'm all the way at green now. I'm not at yellow yet. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not at yellow. But at 31 years old, I'm transitioning from orange to green. And I just feel a lot more. It's more about taking care of other people. Even my motivation for prepping, it's, I used to, I'm going to survive the apocalypse and everyone else is going to die. Ha ha ha. And now it's like, let me take care of the neighbors. Let me take care of these young men out here that are lost. Let me make sure they got something to eat if the shit hits the fan. Let me be the neighborhood warlord. Let me make sure these guys, have somebody that will, it's more about, I've seen so much death and destruction in my life that I'm trying to keep other people from destroying themselves. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of death and destruction. And it's become more about it's been a journey. It's been a spiritual journey, and it's you get to the point where it's more about helping other people. You know, you got to help yourself when you're young. That's a normal part of the process. You know? That's that's part of you getting, but you help yourself so that you'll be that big badass eventually, and then you'll be able to help others. And that's kind of life's meaning. Other people, being able to assist your people and your community, being there, being there for your family, being there for your community. That's kind of what it's all about, you know. And it's been difficult, man. Like, I've been feeling weird, my eyes are watery. I'm not crying, but the eyes are watery. It's just weird. The levels of empathy I now have that I just never had this. I never gave a shit about other people's pain and stuff unless it was somebody in my immediate circle, But I've dealt with a lot of death. A lot of people I know are dead. My buddy Brendan Cavanaugh, he's dead. My stepfather's dead. My dad's dead. My grandparents are dead. Most of the people I care about in my life are dead. And I see young people are struggling, and I feel for them. I really feel for them. I'm trying to help them, and I want you guys to realize this is the journey you're going to be on, and it's okay to be young and to be kind of full of piss and vinegar and to be to be a red, and then you're going to go and then the funny thing is red hates blue. That's the funny thing. Because the red is the gangsta guy, and the blue is like the cop. He's like the militia guy. He's like the guy that wants to restore order. That's the greatest irony. So the transition from red to blue is, you go from, I know for me, I used to listen to gangster rap, and then I started listening to Screwdriver. That was my transition from red to blue. So again, it's I remember deleting all the rap music off my iPod and putting like Oi and Screwdriver and stuff on my iPod. That was my transition from red to blue, and I think it's pretty funny how they're polar opposites. But red gets tired of being red, and he becomes a blue, and he thinks, oh, these damn gang members and stuff. I think it's funny how that happens. And a lot of you guys are in red right now, and I went through it. And you guys will be at green eventually, and you'll understand what I'm going through. And again, you don't have to interpret this literally, but it's a good mental model. But anyways, I don't want to yammer on forever and ever about this, but I just want you guys to think about it. Leave in the comment section, what section are you guys on, if you had to guess. Do you think spiral dynamics is BS? I don't. I think it's a good model. I don't think you should overthink it. I don't think you should interpret it completely literally or treat it like a scientific measurement. But I think it's a good working model of spiritual and emotional development as an adult. Like just basically where you're at on this chart. Where would you place yourself? Just for fun, leave it in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Jordan Jareb signing off.